I'm kind of in love with this hair. I think every day should be a Gibson Girl Day. Hi everyone, Kate here, and today I'm going to briefly be discussing some of the curling methods available to women around the turn of the century. While a lot of people jumped straight to rag curls, there were a lot of other curling techniques in use at that time. I've actually never seen rag curlers recommended in any beauty book or article that I've read written from that era. They are, however, mentioned in some period novels, most notably in the Little House on the Prairie series, which I think is why they're so ingrained in people's minds as the way Victorians and Edwardians curled their hair. To get a wider view of curling techniques, I'm actually going to be referring to another classic children's novel. I've recently been working on reading my way through a lot of the books that inspired the Mary Pickford movies, and came across the most wonderful paragraph in Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm was the first book in a series of Rebecca books and was first published in 1903. Now I have to admit it wasn't my favorite book of all time, but it does have this great mention of hair curling devices in a later chapter. All the young women are getting ready for the big graduation ceremony, and the author describes their hair preparations as follows. The feminine graduates-to-be were seated in their own bedrooms, dressed with a completeness of detail to which all their past lives seemed to have been but a prelude. At least, this was the case for their bodies, but their heads, owing to the extreme heat of the day, were one and all ornamented with leads or papers, or dozens of little braids, to issue later in every sort of curl known to the girl of that period. Rolling the hair on leads or papers was a favorite method of obtaining the desired result, and though it often entailed a sleepless night, there were those who gladly paid the price. Others, in whose veins the blood of martyrs did not flow, substituted rags for leads, and pretended that they made a more natural and less woolly curl. Heat, however, will melt the proudest head, and reduce to fiddling strings the finest product of the waving pin. So anxious mothers were stationed over their offspring, waving palm leaf fans, it having been decided that the supreme instant when the town clock struck 10 should be the one chosen for releasing the prisoners from their self-imposed tortures. Now this passage seems to perfectly echo what I've garnered from other period sources. Rag curlers were certainly in use, especially in the United States, but they were not considered the best way to curl one's hair. If a woman had money, there were numerous other more proper curling devices and techniques at her disposal. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this very brief overview of historical curling techniques. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! I've recently been working on reading through some of the books that inspired a lot of the Mary Pickford novels. Movies? What am I talking about? Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm is a book. Yeah, it was. Oh, actually not centered. Move. Oh well. Too late now. I already filmed it.